Today I will be doing a current favorites in quarantine. I wrote a list on my notebook of things I've currently been enjoying, eating, listening to, watching. So I separated different things into different categories. First, obviously, we're going to start with food. So number one, I have taken on baking. Yes, I'm Martha Stewart now. If you guys follow my Instagram, you know that I'm baking a lot, like a lot of other people during quarantine. But I used to think the baking was for people that have a lot of tools, that spend a lot of money getting like cake pans, you know, mixers, all that stuff. People that have a lot of experience cooking and that are really good at cooking. But I realized the baking is actually easier than cooking, at least for me. I've made a lot of stuff. I've made matcha cookies, banana bread, obviously. I've made brownies. But my favorite thing that I've baked so far, with the help of Harrison actually, was this butter cake recipe. It was so freaking good. You guys need to try it. I'll link it in the description for you guys. So next, other foods I've been really liking are these salmon sushi bowls I've been making. They're very simple. Just all you need is like a piece of salmon, put soy sauce on it, cucumber, avocado, rice with rice vinegar, furikake seasoning, and honestly it tastes so good. It tastes as good as sushi. So next thing, I really like drinking my own matcha lattes. There's this recipe I found on Pinterest. It's like a copycat Starbucks matcha latte, and I've been making it like probably 2 or 3 times a week. I don't want to go too excessive because you're not supposed to drink matcha all the time. I've been using this matcha. It's culinary grade, and I know you're not supposed to like drink culinary grade, you're supposed to cook with it, but this is all the matcha I have, and it's actually really good. It gives me energy, it makes me feel like happy, you know, gets me through the day, so I like it. I'll link it in my description if you guys want to try it. All right, so we're gonna move on to fashion and jewelry. So first things first, if you guys are wondering where these beautiful jewelry pieces are from, they're actually from Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa is a jewelry company that specializes in really good quality but also affordable jewelry. They range from cheaper pieces that start from like $39 all the way to high-end items depending on what you're feeling, what your price range is. There's truly something for everyone. These are the pieces I got. They're really, really beautiful and delicate. I could not be more happy. This one is the Rebecca Moonstone necklace, and I believe it's $55. And these are the Sandro pearl drop earrings, and they are $59. But these immediately caught my eye. They're so vintage and unique looking. I don't have anything like it, so I just thought, you know, why not get something different than what I usually get? They look like I went into my grandma's jewelry box and I accidentally stumbled upon these beautiful vintage jewelry pieces. Also, even though they're unique, they pretty much go with everything. For example, I'm wearing an anime girl sweatshirt, and I'm wearing these and I feel like they go just fine with it. And the other day I was wearing jeans and like a crop top, and they went perfect with that too. They literally go with everything. You can even style them up with a tight dress and heels and put these on and you're ready to go out. I also got another piece of jewelry. They're these simple gold earrings, but what makes them special is they have the Scorpio sign on them. They have like a little scorpion on them. They're beautiful in gold and such a statement piece. I am a proud Scorpio, so I will be wearing these all the time to represent my fellow Scorpio people because we are truly the best. You know, I buy a lot of jewelry from cheaper websites like Brandy, Melville, or Urban Outfitters, and the jewelry, you know, it's really cute, it's pretty for like a week, and then it tarnishes or becomes like red, gives me like rashes in my ears, and it's just not good quality, and I have to keep buying the same piece over and over again. So these are tarnish free, therefore making them very sustainable. You buy one piece and it lasts for a long time, so you don't have to keep rebuying it and, you know, keep spending money and buying the same thing over and over again, when you can just buy one piece and it will last for a long time. If you guys want to get some for yourself, I actually have a link in my description. Just follow that, I'll take you to the website. And I think they're having a Mother's Day sale because Mother's Day is coming up in a few days, so if you guys want to get your mom something special, good gift idea. So next in my favorites, we are going to talk about fashion, or the lack of fashion. So basically, sweatpants are really comfortable right now. Baggy clothes. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this in like all of my recent videos. It's just this like, you know, hoodie, gray hoodie. It's very cozy. It's getting hot now though, so probably not gonna be wearing that anymore. Also, I got 2 new shoes that I really want to wear, but I haven't really been wearing them because it's quarantine and I have nowhere really to go. But first, it's these Naked Wolf shoes. These are so sick. I know it's an acquired taste and some people would think these are horrible, but I love them. They're so cool, and they're really, really high. I think they have like 5 inches or something like that. They are a current favorite because I constantly look at them and dream of wearing them, so. The next pair of shoes is the trail shoe from Unif. These have been on my wish list for so long, but they've been sold out. But finally, they were available, so Harrison got them for me as a gift for, I think, our anniversary. So I have them, and I've worn them like once or twice, and I really want to keep wearing them because they're so cute and I feel like they go with everything. So these are definitely a favorite because with the Naked Wolf shoes, I look at these all the time and I'm like, I really want to wear you. But I will be wearing them once quarantine ends. A lot. So for hair, I've just kind of been letting my hair, you know, air dried, not really doing anything to it. I've been wearing a lot of these claw clips. These are really back in style again. I have one in this color and in black. They're so 90s, early 2000s. I just love that look. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing to my hair. Speaking of hair, another favorite is the Moroccan oil hair mask in cacao. It's a color depositing mask. As some of you know, I dyed my hair brown recently from blonde, and it was fading so much like a month ago. I tried this out and it really, really worked. It made my hair like a lot darker and it didn't damage it at all. It like feels so soft and it really, really works. So next, I'm going to talk about what I've been watching. First, anime. The first anime I'm going to talk about is Demon Slayer. I'm just going to read the synopsis. So Demon Slayer follows a boy named Tanjiro. He's living a peaceful life in the mountains with his family until one night when his family is attacked by demons. The only one who survived is his sister Nezuko, who has been turned into a bloodthirsty demon. So the rest of the anime basically shows Tanjiro's quest for vengeance. It's honestly such a good anime, highly recommend. It's action-packed. Nezuko is the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my life, and I just love it. It's a great anime. I highly recommend you guys start it. Next anime is Made in Abyss, and this anime, I have no words. It's a 10 out of 10 anime for me. So let me read you the synopsis. This story follows a young girl named Riko who finds a humanoid robot named Reg. Together they descend into the Abyss, which is a huge cave, largely unexplored cave, that descends deep into the earth. The Abyss contains interesting relics and mysterious creatures, and the reason they go into the Abyss is to find Riko's mother, who she believes is down there. So when I first started watching Made in Abyss, I thought it was gonna be, you know, like a cutesy anime. The animation was adorable. Riko is freaking cute, and don't get me started on how adorable Reg is. He's the sweetest thing I've ever seen. It started off really cute. It really does get a lot darker and deeper the more you watch. I'm not gonna say anything else. Just know that it is absolutely beautiful. The animation is gorgeous. The characters are adorable, and Nanachi. Just Nanachi. I don't have to say anything else, but Nanachi is the best thing ever. So next up is movies. I have watched a lot of movies during quarantine, as we probably all have, but 3 of them like really stuck out to me and became my favorites. First one, Atonement. I watched it on Hulu if you guys are curious and want to watch it too. It follows the lives of young lovers Cecilia Tallis and Robbie Turner, set during World War II period. I don't really want to get more into it because I think it would be really interesting if you guys just go into it blind. It is probably one of the most beautiful shot movies I've ever seen. Costume design is stunning. Keira Knightley is beautiful. Their chemistry is so realistic. You really feel like they're really in love. So if you guys like historical dramas and beautifully shot film, watch this movie. It is absolutely awesome. Next movie, The Shawshank Redemption. This is probably one of my favorite movies of all time that I've ever seen. Harrison has been trying to make me watch this movie for years, and I finally gave in, and I do not regret it. It was absolutely amazing. I watched it on Netflix, but apparently they took it out on Netflix this month, so I'm sorry you guys. When Andy Dufresne is falsely sentenced to life in prison for the murder of his wife and lover, he forms a friendship with Red, who Morgan Freeman plays. He struggles with prison life, and it just follows, you know, his life in prison, how he copes and deals with it. Please watch it. Please watch it. The next movie is called Handmaiden, and it's a Korean movie. With help from an orphan pickpocket, a Korean conman devises an elaborate plot to seduce a Japanese woman out of her inheritance. And I watched this on Amazon Prime. This was not what I expected it to be. This movie is totally bizarre, really interesting, Kind of reminds me of Parasite a little bit, especially at first, but then it takes like a wild turn. Very unique and interesting plot. Never seen anything like this before. Next up, we're going to talk about books. I just finished the book that I'm going to talk about, and it is probably one of my favorite books I've ever read. It is called Pachinko. Let me tell you guys the summary real quick. It tells the story of Korean immigrants living in Japan between 1910 to today. It explores the effect of poverty, abuse, war, suicide, and the accumulation of wealth on multiple generations. So me and Harrison went to Target to pick up, last minute groceries, and I saw this book and I was like, it's quarantine. It looked really interesting. I read the back and it sounded like something I'd like. So I got it and I started it. I do not regret it. It was absolutely crazy. I literally was in the book. You know those books where you read and you get so obsessed with the book that you feel like you're literally in the book? This is how it was. So one thing about this book that I really loved was the history lesson. It's a fiction book, but the author really researched and got the history down, and I had no idea about any of the stuff that happened between Korea and Japan during like World War II period. And I've read a few more books, but that was definitely the best one I've read during quarantine by far. So obviously this is not a favorite, but I just received this in the mail. It's called The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, and it's by Grady Hendrix. If you guys watched my book recommendations that I filmed like a year ago, I recommended My Best Friend's Exorcism, which is also by Grady Hendrix, and he just released this book like 2 months ago, so I had to get my hands on it and read it. Very excited. I love his writing style. It's not a favorite yet because I haven't started it, but I know it will be. I just know it will be. I will be updating all the books that I'm currently reading, want to read, or finished on Goodreads, so follow my Goodreads. It's Sophia Kleo. So next thing I'm going to talk about is music, because music is great. Everyone loves music. I've pretty much been listening to my springtime playlist on Spotify. A few songs that are on it are Summer Wine by Nancy Sinatra, Sunday Morning by the Velvet Underground, Everybody Loves My Baby by Brigitte Bardot, Louder Than Words by Pink Floyd, When I Look in Your Eyes by Nancy Sinatra, Wild Things, The Trogs, No Particular Place to Go by Chuck Berry, Crazy He Calls Me by Billie Holiday. There's a lot of oldies but goodies, and yeah, I like the springtime vibe to it. A lot of you have been asking me what I've been doing for workouts, and to be perfectly honest, I haven't been too strict with working out for a while now. I'm trying to get like a few workouts in a week, and I've been doing Pamela RF workouts. It's this German girl that is insanely fit. I could never keep up with her. I always have to pause the video and like take a few breaths and get myself together, but I really like her workouts. Very high in intensity and very short and sweet. Last thing I'm going to talk about is apps and websites, or pretty much just apps, really. Number one, I've been using Pinterest and looking at people's lives that I want to live, but I probably will never live. Depop, because I've been selling my stuff on Depop. If you guys want to check out my Depop, I will link it in my description. Letterboxd, it's this app where you can track your movies, rate movies, write reviews on movies, find new films that you want to watch. It's really, really cool. That sums up my current favorites in quarantine. I hope you guys enjoy.